Hello everyone, we are glad to have you back. A P-51 aircraft shot at American POWs and Masters of the Air, drawing comparisons to Band of Brothers and prompting speculation as to why they would target their own soldiers. A terrifying scenario that can be described by historical events occurs in Masters of the Air Episode 9. When American POWs are making their way between camps when an American P-51 Mustang plane comes overhead and opens fire on them. Masters of the Air is a World War II story that is based on actual events that happened during the conflict, just as its predecessors Band of Brothers in the Pacific. The show's characters are based on actual individuals who served in the U.S. Army Air Forces, and the majority of the actions depicted in it are based on true occurrences. When Gail Buck Clevin, John Bucky Egan, and the other POWs from Stalag Luft 3 are walking toward their new POW camp in the 9th and final episode, this peculiar situation takes place. The march is dangerous enough, but it becomes even more dangerous when an American P-51 aircraft soars overhead and begins raining bullets down on the group. The remaining POWs are devastated that even their own troops are attempting to kill them while American men are quickly slaughtered. The program doesn't, however, explain why the American soldiers would act in this manner. The soldiers operating the aircraft had no idea who they were aiming at, which is the best explanation for why the P-51 opened fire on its own personnel. Flying above Germany, the Americans probably noticed a huge group of people and decided it would be good to shoot at them, not knowing that the Germans were planning to shift their POWs due to the Soviet Union's approach. Most likely, they believed them to be German soldiers, or possibly merely German nationals. This would explain the shooting, even though it still doesn't justify the deed. It is significant to remember that this scenario took place in the first few months of 1945, with the United States and the United Kingdom on one side and the Soviet Union on the other. Germany was now cornered by the Allies. Because of this, the Americans were probably eager to see Germany submit, while the Germans were forced to make adjustments, including transferring POWs. This may also account for the P-51's shooting of American prisoners of war. It's possible that the soldiers were ready to shed some blood on German territory without considering the potential targets. Even while this Masters of the Air scenario might appear arbitrary, a similar situation did occur in Band of Brothers, the show's sister series. Lipton tells the troops of Easy Company not to retaliate after they are shot by an American plane during the Bastogne incident. The jet was attempting to find out if there were allies or enemies on the ground in addition to making room for a supply drop, according to one popular hypothesis explaining why that incident occurred. Easy Company may have painted themselves as adversaries if they had fired back. It was one of many terrible circumstances that emerged throughout the war, similar to those in Masters of the Air and Band of Brothers, given their technology and the challenging terrain. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.